today's video, I wanted to have a little yip yap about journaling. Just, my relationship with journaling, what I think about journaling, why I do it. Just a yip yap. Y'all know I like talking about things that I love, okay? But before we get into it, I do want to say that I do post videos every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. So if you like hearing me yap about irrelevant things, no, I mean, irrelevant to some people, I guess, but if you like hearing me yap, feel free to join. Feel free to subscribe. We'd love to have you here. Let's get started. If I'm looking down, it's because I have some notes in my journal. So yeah, I guess, alright, I do have a big stack of previous journals throughout my life, that I'll be pulling out to sort of show. We'll see what I show. But I guess like the first thing to start off with is like my history with journaling. How long have I been journaling? And I guess I can pull out a really early journal of mine. This is from 2009. Yeah, maybe even late 2008. So this is pretty old. I showed signs of really liking reading and writing pretty early, probably as soon as I could read and write. So my mom really instilled in me writing time, setting aside some time to write. I remember at my babysitters, she would tell them give Jerry an hour of writing time, off of the TV, off of the computer, give her some writing time. So I've always been writing. Literally the first entry is me talking about my day. And this one is me writing a story. Yeah, I was just writing. I also think there was a lot of journal-y things that were popular around that time. We had Diary of a Wimpy Kid. We had all these diary journal-esque books that were coming out around that time. And once again, as a reader, there was a lot of Disney Channel-ish things that I would watch where people would be writing in journals. So it was very much normalized, I guess, encouraged to be writing in a journal, your thoughts and your feelings. So I think that's cute. Nowadays, or I guess next, it's sort of just why do I keep journaling, right? Why do I still journal? Honestly, it's because, especially most recently, it's because I think I'm forgetting things. I know I'm forgetting things. I guess now I can show my current journal. This is not a Paper Republic. It's just a leather cover. And then I have some charms here on the side. And then I have my journal in here. And then another insert, but it's not being used right now. But I went to New York a month and a half ago. And 2 weeks later, I tried to write a little quick itinerary. I tried to write everything that we did in New York, but already 2 weeks, a week and a half later, I forgot little things, not even little things, things we did each day. And I'm especially not a big picture taker. So I feel like these things, these big moments, are super important for me to document. There's one journal that I have that I'm super happy and like glad that I recorded it and wrote it down. It's pretty insane looking back at it now. Hold on. Okay. This is my journal from 2020. Okay. And the first page is literally March 19th, 2020. It has been almost a week since I've been stuck at home because of the coronavirus. Like, that's insane. I didn't bring my journal from my dorm, so I had to buy this one. I guess this is my quarantine journal. Classes officially start online next week. College isn't prepared for something like this, though. A lot of the departments and professors don't know what to do. These next few weeks are going to be really weird for the world. Girl. The allergies are really bad, too. It's making people think they're sick and just causes more panic. I don't expect to leave the house for the next couple of weeks. Girl. I wonder how long this will last and what will happen. At this point, everything will have to be digital. I wonder when, / if my parents will start working from home too. A lot of things to wonder about during these times. Cool. That's like insane. And then there's like a picture of Kilo. What, girl? Oh my goodness. Like, this is my 2020 journal, and I never finished it. When did I stop? It's my, like, fall and summer 2021, like, planning for classes. It's funny, some of these even say asynchronous. Yeah, I never finished it. That's crazy. And I'm just so grateful that I have this now, because it's so crazy to look back on. And then, like, you know, in a couple more years I can go back to my current journal and read about my New York trip. So that's a lot of the reason why I think people should journal more. Everyone's memory is going, okay? I mean, regardless, I'm not a picture taker, so, but just moments like that are insane to record. And I don't just write about my day and like notate things that are happening. I also do a lot of lists. These are pretty recent journals that I had in my leather journal cover thing. And a lot of these are to-do lists, gym tracker. Don't look at that because I didn't complete it. Meal plans. Oh, this is what I was writing for in regards to when I was like researching for buying a car. Oh my gosh, this is like genuinely me making like YouTube plans. When this was still when I wasn't even filming, like, oh my gosh, insane. I literally have like video ideas and like upload ideas. Yeah, sick. This is from like last year. So this was more of my like brain dump research journal. And then the other one was more of like my feelings journal, like what's been happening journal. Yeah, this is my this is my like tattoo stencil. Yeah, these are just things that happened last year. All in this journal, so pretty cool. I love going back and reading stuff like this. Like, I just love it. So, I guess, like, if you want to get into journaling, right, I feel like a lot of people think it's daunting, or like once you're sat down and the blank page is in front of you, it's like, what do I do now? Because it's hard for people to like write about their feelings, right? I mean, it's still hard for me sometimes. I think one of the things that I think helps is journal prompts, and also the pressure. Like, don't feel pressured. You don't have to write about your feelings is the thing. You really don't have to. Like, just today I was just writing things that were happening, or like things that I was just randomly thinking about. I had like a YouTube video open, or I had like a Twitch stream open, and I was just writing down like some thoughts, or like if I know that some people that I want to text are busy and like yada yada yada, I just text or like say my thoughts in my journal. Like, it's not so much of a big deal as some people I think make it. Like, I think you just have to get over the fact that, okay, is this cringe what I'm writing? Yes. Is anyone gonna read it besides me? No. Like, it's okay if things are cringe. Like, your journal is the place for you to be cringe, okay? And you sort of need to get that in your head that, like, I mean, hopefully, I pray that no one reads your journal, right? Unfortunately, I have had someone read my journal. I'll even pull out the journal that they read. This is the journal that was exposed, and it's a lot. It's a lot of text. I think this was like, this has to have been this was me senior year of high school, and like going into college. So yeah, it was a lot of tea that the person did not need to read. So after that debacle, it took me a bit of time, and honestly I took a break from journaling because I was really upset and it felt like I had no privacy. But truly, you have to get over that fact that no one will read your journal. No one will read your journal, and you can be cringe in your journal. Like, it's okay. It's okay. Even, oh my god, literally today in my journal I wrote, sometimes I feel like I'm just writing to write. Are these actually my thoughts, or just surface level thoughts that I should be writing down? Like, am I just being performative? I wrote that word for word. So truly, it's just like stream of consciousness sometimes. Other things that I write in my journal are like, I write down a lot of lists. I sometimes even like lists of my day. Let me see a recent one that I have. Hold on. Okay, I don't know if I can find it, but literally I wrote like things that happened today, and I just wrote lists of each event, like a quick description. Like, it doesn't have to be crazy. I have like a cute August wrap up. Oh, here we go. Like 10:30 p.m. I always write the time that I'm writing. I'm like, first day at my job. And then I also have a August wrap up. Like, I make things cute. Yeah. I love looking back at my journals. I know sometimes if you're writing like really cringe stuff, you don't want to look back at your journals, but it's sort of charming to see how you were at that time. That's another thing. Like, I want to capture me at 25. I want to capture, you know, me at the ripe age of like 19. It's insane to look back on, and I would be like so grateful in 20 years to have these, you know. also have some mundane things. Right now, I don't do a lot at my job, and I feel like it's good to have my journal at work to write down all of the mundane things and how I'm feeling day to day, because those are the days that are taking up most of my time in between the big things of being sad and being happy, you know? I don't know. I feel like I did not follow any of my list. Let me see. Yeah. Okay, maybe I did. I sort of went through everything. What I use, I guess, is the only thing. This leather journal is from Etsy. This has been popping, like leather journals have been popping. Honestly, you can get one from Amazon if you're really into like traveler's notebooks type things. The way of journaling that's sort of been popping right now is that people have their like leather bound Paper Republic traveler's journal, and they have like inserts in them, and each individual journal is meant for certain something. That's why I had these journals. So remember how I said like this was sort of my commonplace like research type things I want to do in August, July 2025 favorites, like lists, things I'm researching, blah 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 blah. This is like a whole D&D like brain dump. And then the other one was like the feelings one, and then I had a planner. I realized that I don't like that system. I don't like it. I don't like individual journals. What I realized is that I like having it all in one space. Like, who cares? Who cares? I like having, it's just easier. I don't know. Like, I can do research on one, like this is a whole like tarot reading, and then I can talk about my feelings, and then I can have a recap the next page. Like, it doesn't matter to me. Also, like, I feel like it's easier to go back through. It's easier to just reference, I guess. The only thing that I probably would separate is maybe like a planner, but like I use my Google Calendar's phone at that point. Like, I have book reviews. This is my preferred way of journaling. And these are my favorite journals. They're from Walmart. I will say though, I do sort of want to switch to a soft cover. These are hardcover. I don't even think there's like a brand name. It's just from Walmart. It's the Walmart like moleskin dupe, and I especially like it in this sort of thinner size. I feel like I can write a bit more and fill out the page more. But yeah, I do have like favorite pens, things like that. But at the end of the day, just write with whatever. I write in pencil. I write in like, who cares? I think a lot of what's like currently mainstream and popular and trendy with journaling is a little performative. And don't get me wrong, journaling is performative, especially if you're doing her in public, right? But like at the end of the day, just write, you know, just do it, guys. Like, who cares if it's performative and cringe? I mean, yes, it's inevitably gonna be performative if you're at a cafe and you're journaling. Who cares? But it's like, where was I even going with that? I don't remember where I was going with that. My journaling has really changed a lot throughout the years, I think. I think I'm finally at a place where things are a lot more freeing, a lot less pressure. I don't know if I showed this journal, but this was me like writing every single day, and a lot of like self-help. And like, yes, journaling is self-help, but sometimes it like doesn't have to be like you can just write. Like you can just write and yap about things that you like I don't know. And I finally reached that point. Yeah, this is just a bunch of me sort of exploring myself. Why do I feel this way? Blah 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 blah, yada yada yada. But sometimes that kind of journaling is boring. Sometimes that kind of journaling is boring. So yeah, I don't know. That was like super all over the place. I took notes on what to write or what to say, and I feel like I went off the rails. But I think that's it from me. I hope you guys enjoyed this one. This was a mess. But yeah, I'll see you guys in the next video, okay?